serdeczne gratulacje. Wasza obecność świadczy o postawie patriotycznej, o przywiązaniu do polskości, do tradycji, kultury i obyczajów uświęconego ofiarnym trudem wielu pokoleń Polaków. Świadomość tego trudu jest nam wszystkim potrzebna, szczególnie tu, z dala od ojczyzny, która razem z nami celebruje święto niepodległości, bo jest to święto wszystkich Polaków. This is the second part of our celebration today, a very special part. Pomoc w wręczaniu nagród i wyróżnień poproszę doktora Angelika Gawzowski.
Miss Mary Tutai's involvement with the Polish community started at the age of 5 when she joined the Polish School of Dance SPK East, and in 1998 she became a member of the Polish Combatants Association. She served on the board of SPK from 1999 to 2005, holding numerous positions throughout the 5 years. She has also volunteered at Folklorama at the Warsaw Poland Pavilion for 30 years, first as a dancer of SPK East and most recently as a member of the Pavilion Committee. In appreciation for her dedication and service to the Polish community, Miss Mary Tutai is receiving an honorary silver pin from the Canadian Polish Congress. Miss Ola Tutai's involvement in the Polish community is similar to her twin sister, Mary. I'm not sure if you guys knew that. She started dancing at the age of 5 with the Polish School of Dance, SPK Iskry, graduating to the senior ensemble Iskry at the age of 16, dancing in total for 25 years. Ms. Tutai served on the executive of Iskry for 8 years, holding numerous positions, including wardrobe chair from 1993 to 99 and vice president from 2002 to 2004. In 2002, Ms. Tutai was the recipient of the silver honorary pin of the World Federation of SPK. In 2003, Ola received a Volunteer Appreciation Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch, and in 2005 received the Silver Combatants Cross for her involvement with the Polish Combatants Association. In appreciation for her dedication and service to the Polish community, Ms. Tutai is receiving an honorary silver pin from the Canadian Polish Congress. Mr. Łódzki has been involved with the Polish community since 1995. He first became a member of Sokol Choir and then in 1997 joined the Ignacy Paderewski Society, where he became secretary and subsequently vice president. In 1997, he created a musical group, Studio M1, which later changed its name to Studio M1 Singers. He is a member of the Polish Museum Ogniwo since 2006. In 2007, he became very active with the Canadian Polish Congress, organizing PowerPoint presentations for the celebrations of Easter, Trzeci Maj, Polish Independence Day, and preparing posters for various functions. In 2002, he received a Volunteer Appreciation Certificate of Merit Award from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. In appreciation for his dedication and service to the Polish community, Mr. Łódzki is receiving an honorary silver pin from the Canadian Polish Congress. Mrs. Słavik's involvement with the community dates back to 1994 when she took part in the local Folklorama Festival. Currently, she is a member of the Polish Association of Culture and Arts Guild Zachęta and has held the position of vice president for the past 16 years. Every year, she has organized the cultural exposition at Folklorama Warsaw Poland Pavilion. Her passion is art, which aids her in organizing her expositions. Her past expositions include Polish churches, roadside shrines, Polish castles, great poles, Polish city, Polish regional arts, and many others. In 2003, Mrs. Sławik received a Volunteer Appreciation Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. In appreciation for her dedication and service to the Polish community, Mrs. Wanda Sławik is receiving an honorary silver pin from the Canadian Polish Congress. Mrs. Kovac is a very active and known individual in the Polish community. For the past 12 years, her activities have included assisting her mother, Bożena Langtree, with the Polish School of Dance, SPK Iskry, holding position of assistant from 1992 to 1998, and full instructor from 1998 to 2001. In 2001, she accepted the position of choreographer after completing a course in Rzeszów, Poland. Since 2007, she has served as entertainment chair of the Folklorama Warsaw Poland Pavilion. For many years, Mrs. Kovac was involved in organizing concerts for the Polish School of Dance SPK Iskry as well as the ensemble. On 5 different occasions, she traveled to Poland with the ensemble to take part in the Rzeszów Festival. Mrs. Kovac is a recipient of a Bronze Cross of the Polish Combatants and the YMYWCA Young Woman of Distinction Award. In appreciation for her dedication and service to the Polish community, Mrs. Kovac is receiving an honorary silver pin from the Canadian Polish Congress. In 1992 to 93, 98, and 2000, he assisted and produced radio programs devoted to Polish Scouts on Radio Polonia CKJS 810. From 1992 to 2009, he was active in the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch, where he represents Scouts. In 1994 to 1996, he held the position of Youth Assistant Chair, and from 2008 to 2009, he was Chair of the Youth Group. In 2005 to 2006, Dr. Niepodleglosci was one of the members on the Building Committee working on a new Polish center in Winnipeg. In 1994 to 98, he was a preceptor of the youth summer camp organized by the Saturday School of Polish Language of St. Andrew Bobula. From 2006 till present, he is active with the project Hypernation, which propagates Polish music. In appreciation for his dedication and service to the Polish community, Dr. Niepodleglosci is receiving an honorary bronze pin from the Canadian Polish Congress. Mrs. Law started her community involvement in 2006 when she first became a member of the Parents Committee at the Polish Saturday School of John Paul II under the auspices of the Canadian Polish Congress. In 2009, she started organizing summer camps for the children of the Saturday Polish Language School and other children in the community. This event became very popular in the community with a record number of children taking part in the summer camp this year. When it comes to events, you can always count on BLC. In appreciation for her dedication and service to the Polish community, Mrs. Laws is receiving a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Mr. became a member of the Polish Gymnastic Association Sokol Winnipeg in 1994, where he held numerous positions on the executive and on various other committees. In 1996 to 97, he was elected president of Sokol, and during his tenure also served as coordinator of Folklorama Kraków Pavilion. He is an active sponsor of Sokol events by printing various advertising material. In 2003, Mr. Melnichuk became a member of the Royal Canadian Legion branch number 246, and in 2005, he was elected to the executive of the Legion. In 2010, he was elected president of the Royal Canadian Legion branch number 246. In appreciation for his dedication and service to the Polish community, Mr. Melnichuk is receiving a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Kotowski is one of those individuals who was and is ready to help out with events organized by the Canadian Polish Congress whenever called upon. His involvement with the Polish community dates back to 1999, where he started playing music at the Warsaw, Poland Pavilion, which he has done on a regular basis for the past 10 years. If nothing interfered with previous commitments, Mr. Kotowski is always ready to help Congress with audio whenever the need arose during events such as Trzeci Maj, Independence Day, Christmas Wafer, and others. To this day, Mr. Kotowski is helping with many functions at the Polish Combatants Association. In appreciation for his dedication and service to the Polish community, Mr. Kotowski is receiving a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Ms. Godlik is well known to the Polish community as a special person who, though born in Canada, has a strong passion for everything that is Polish. She started dancing at the School of Dance SPK Iskry when she was 5, advancing to junior and then to the ensemble SPK Iskry. She was invited to become a member of the Sokol choir and became a member in 2009. Ms. Godlik was also very active at the Holy Ghost Parish, where she sang and played during Mass. She is also a member of the Polish Museum of Nivo. For 3 years, she was also a member of the Cultural Committee at the Canadian Polish Congress, where she helped organize Congress events. In appreciation for her long dedication and service to the Polish community, Ms. Godlik is receiving the Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Mrs. Jaszewicz became active in the Polish community in 1990, the same year she immigrated to Canada. She started as a teacher at the Polish Saturday Language School John Paul II under the auspices of the Canadian Polish Congress. During her tenure, she wrote articles about the school to the Bulletin of Polish Teachers Association, informing the organization of the school's activities. Mrs. Jaszewicz is also very active in preparing students to take part in celebrations of May 3rd Constitution, Poland's Independence Day, Mother's Day, Family Day, year-end celebration of Polish Saturday School of John Paul II, and various other Canadian Polish Congress competitions above. In 2002, together with her husband, she served as ambassador at the Warsaw, Poland Pavilion. In 2008, Mrs. Jaszewicz received a silver pin from the Polish Teachers Association for cultivation of Polish language in Manitoba. In appreciation for her dedication and service to the Polish community, Mrs. Jaszewicz is receiving a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Mrs. activity in the Polish community is mainly connected with the education at Polish Saturday School of John Paul II under the auspices of the Canadian Polish Congress. From 2002 to 2010, she taught Polish language at the Seven Oaks School Division, fulfilled the function of president of the Polish Teachers Association in Manitoba, and was a delegate to the Congress from the association. For her activity in popularizing Polish language in Canada, she has received diplomas of recognition in 2003 and 2007 from the head office of Polish Teachers Association in Toronto. In appreciation for her dedication and service to the Polish community, Mrs. Matkowska is receiving a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Kukielka began his involvement in the Polish community in 2003 when he agreed to become a school secretary of St. Andrew Bobola School, a position he has held till 2008. In the same year, he accepted the position of president, which he holds to this day. As many other volunteers, he mainly concentrates on administrative and financial aspects of the school. Mr. Kukielka's other activities include preparing and organizing such school events as Christmas concerts, sleigh rides, year-end school celebrations, and supplying teachers with all the necessary material and resources, just to name a few. In appreciation for his dedication and service to the Polish community, Mr. Kukielka is receiving a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. And now I'd like to call upon Mr. Bohumil Gajda. Mr. Gajda's involvement with the Polish community started in 1995. He first got involved with the newspaper Czas Polish Press, assisting his wife Krysia with the computer production layout of the newspaper during transitions between printers. In 1997, Mr. Gajda was drafted to the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch with his unique ability to translate Polish material into English. Since that time, Mr. Gajda on a regular basis renders invaluable services to Congress by translating various articles about events in the community, communiques, posters, brochures, audiovisual translations for the May 3rd Constitution celebration, Polish Independence Day, and others. Mr. Gajda is always ready to help out Congress with his translating skills. In appreciation for his dedication and service to the Polish community, Mr. Gajda is receiving a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Mr. Fiedler is the founder and chief editor of PolishWinnipeg.com, a weekly internet-based news forum about the Polish community in Winnipeg. The main objective of this webpage is to document community events with reports, pictures, and short films, and to feature interviews with interesting people. It also appears on YouTube, where you can watch close to 450 short films of community events. In appreciation for his contribution to the Polish community, Mr. Fiedler is receiving the Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Mr. Fiedler started his involvement in the community with the Polish Saturday Language School of St. Andrew Bobola. His accomplishments as the president of the school executive from 1999 to 2008 include ensuring a financial surplus in the school budget, thereby allowing future generations to sustain the administrative structure of the school without concern of financial shortages, maintaining the enrollment of students through proper management of fees, maintaining a constant reserve and network of teachers, organizing various cultural and social events such as concerts, competition, hot dog days, picnics, and sleigh rides that students and parents could actively participate in the life of the school, and organizing annual fundraisers such as popular carnival socials, which contributed to the financial well-being of the school. In appreciation for his dedication and service to the Polish community, Mr. Kwiatek is receiving the Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. Mrs. Jaworska has been a member of the Polish Gymnastics Association Sokol Winnipeg since 1994. She is an avid volunteer within the organization and has held various positions, including chairperson of the social committee, vice president, and bingo manager. She was an active member in the committee at John Paul II Polish School, helping to organize numerous fundraising benefits for the school. She is an executive member of the Polish Gymnastics Association Sokol Winnipeg. In appreciation for her dedication and service to the Polish community, Mrs. Jaworska is receiving a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress Manitoba branch. We would also like to recognize and acknowledge the support and generosity of Polish businesses. Your support is very much appreciated. Our apologies to Baltona Meat and Deli for omitting your company name in our program. I would like to ask the following people to come forward and receive a Certificate of Merit from the Canadian Polish Congress. Baltona Meat and Deli, Mrs. Anna Jankowska. Advanced Robotic and Duct Cleaning, Mr. Ryszard Czajka, Mrs. Walter and Maria Makarewicz. Wawel Meat Market, Mr. and Mrs. Tadeusz and Teresa Wójcik. Polka Center, Mrs. Irena Dudek. M&S Meat Market, Mr. Jan Leszczyński. And finally, from Papa Meat and Deli, Mrs. Irena Bach.
Gorące brawa. Oni zawsze wspomagają nie tylko kongres, ale wszystkie organizacje działające u nas tutaj w Manitobie. Serdecznie dziękujemy za ich poparcie. Naprawdę należy im się ogromne brawa. Serdeczne również podziękowania dla Andżeliki Gajzowskiej za odczytanie tak wielu prezentacji w tak doskonałym tempie. W imieniu Kongresu Polonii Kanadyjskiej okreg Manitoba dziękuję Towarzystwu Gimnastycznemu Sokol Winnipeg za udostępnienie sali na dzisiejszą uroczystość. Gorące, ciepłe słowa podziękowania kieruję pod adresem. I would like to express my sincere thank you to Saturday School of Polish Language under auspices of Canadian Polish Congress, Margaret von Lau, Violetta Loś, Karolina Utko, Mary Tutaj, Ola Tutaj, Bolek-Ludzki, Lega Jezowski for their assistance in making this year Poland's Independence Day a memorable. Thank you to all our sponsors and supporters of Congress. A very special thank you to all color parties. Thank you to all of you for coming to celebrate one of our most important national holidays, Poland's Independence Day. Since we were sitting and so patiently listening, and I really love you for it, that every person received the honor, the time, at least a short time because the description was very short. We didn't want to keep you to 7 o'clock. So congratulations to all the recipients of the awards. And now there's a wonderful food, and we will have a great time to socialize with